What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to episode number 242 of The Nonsense Review. I'm your host, as always, Devon, and joining me equally always is Rick.
Hello, everyone!
Rick, what do you think my 242 fact is?
It's the price that you pay to get two things. When you want two things, you get two things for the price of two. So you pay 2 for 2. No, it's going to be Three Kingdoms.
It is. The year 242 is when Mon Chong died.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't expect you to know half of these names, and I've got to be honest with you, I'm kind of looking forward to getting to like the year 300, because at that point, I can't talk about Three Kingdoms shit.
Yeah, in the year 300, it's like, this is when Leonidas kicked a man down a hole. No,
that was well earlier.
No, it was just the name of the movie was 300.
Dude, I want to point out, King Leonidas II was in like 267 BC. Oh shit,
yeah.
So I guess, I keep forgetting, BC goes the opposite direction. So the higher up in BC we go, the earlier we get. So no, you're right, we might be able to do that one day.
Yep. Well, episode 287, there you go.
I pulled a number out of my arse.
Okay.
I know it's around, and again, that was Leonidas II, different Leonidas, bit of a shit one. That's the fun thing about these Roman and Greeks, is when you get to the ones with numerals after their name, it's a 50-50 on whether they were great or whether they were crap.
Yeah, because either, like you say, they were either good or bad. Sometimes they're actually the one that people that remember.
Sometimes.
And sometimes they're just complete footnotes that may have even happened like more than 100 years after the first one.
Yeah, entirely. Because guess what? People name their kids after important people.
Yeah.
Case in point, how many children have been cursed with the name Khaleesi?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I know, that's sinking. But yes, going back to Man Chong very quickly, he was a strategist / general for Cao Cao and the Kingdom of Wei. He's probably best known for defending Hefei like 7 times.
Okay.
Zhang Liao usually gets a lot more credit for those battles because he was a super badass, but Man Chong was like behind the wheel, as it were, tactically speaking.
Man, you said Hefei, and all I could think of was defending kayfabe.
I will defend kayfabe until I die, and by that I mean for 2 minutes on a podcast when I'm feeling in the mood. The best way to have fun with anything, whether it be watching VTubers or wrestling, is to just believe kayfabe for the amount of time you're watching the thing.
Yeah, turn off your brain, let the kayfabe sink in. There's no point in watching Star-Lord and going, Chris Pratt's an arsehole, though. Just watch fucking Guardians. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Although that being said, Star-Lord's kind of crap on his own, and he seems like he's the only one who's going to be coming back from Guardians.
Yeah, Christ. Yeah.
Out of all of the Guardians of the Galaxy, he's not the one I'd pick, which is annoying, because in the comics, he's quite interesting.
He is.
But anyway, I won't give Triple H too much credit in the world, but he once went on record as saying, like, dude, just when you're out there believing kayfabe, the fans want to be tricked, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlike Vince McMahon, who just thinks fans are idiots, but, that's by far not the hardest crime he's ever committed, so we'll move along.
It's not the hardest crime he's committed today.
Probably true. Yeah. But yes, today we're doing something fun. We're doing the Earth Guy episode 7. Why are we doing it this week and not last week? Well, Rick, do you want to tell everybody what time it got uploaded on Halloween?
It was like a cat's cock air before midnight.
It was very late in the day, and it was like we anxiously opened up YouTube on last week when we went to record Haunted Hotel in the end, and we were like, has it been uploaded? No, fuck, guess we're doing Haunted Hotel this week.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. It was whelming, but we love the Earth Guy.
We do like the Earth Guy. We like it a lot. I'm very sad that this most recent video is it's like the law of diminishing returns, because episode 1 has got like almost it's closer to half a million views than not. Just about. And the most recent one has got 14k. It's very much like people were interested in the pilot, and then interest seems to have just dawdled a little bit because it's not Spindle Horse or Glitch. Yeah,
which is a big shame because, like we both pointed out in the most recent episode, that they've got the pacing down pat now.
For individual episodes, absolutely. It's been 2 years since the pilot came out, according to YouTube. So I guess some people just don't want to wait that long for a cartoon. But as far as I'm aware, it's one person animating it, maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah.
That's a fucking small team.
It is. And that's going at quite a clip for a single operator, as it were.
Absolutely. I know they've got a Patreon now, so maybe getting Patreon money flowing in makes it a bit easier for them. I don't know. But if you're a fan of the Earth Guy and you've got a couple of bucks to spare every month, they have a Patreon where I assume they post updates and such. I don't have a couple of quid spare there, so I'm afraid I can't be subscribing to that Patreon. But they're not a dick about it. You know the types that are dicks about people who don't sub to their Patreon.
Yeah, the type that go, if you're not giving me money, then you're actively stealing from me.
It's like, fuck off, man. Yeah, you guys aren't watching this with ads, which means you're stealing from us, the podcast, who spend $0 on making the podcast.
Yeah, in fact, we spend even more than zero because we pay for our own electricity.
If you want to get technical, back when we started, I've bought 2 microphones since we started, and the only reason I have these high quality mics, I say high quality, like they're pretty podcast standard, but they cost £100-ish.
Yeah,
like I have bought things for the podcast, and the amount of time I sacrifice for this show, I feel like it's a non-zero investment. Not that by the by, if I didn't like doing this, I wouldn't do it. Because again, we don't get paid for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's basically an excuse to have a chat with Rick twice a week.
This is true.
But anyway, enough about that. Earth Guy episode 7 is what we're doing today, but before we jump in, those of you unfamiliar with the show and the formula is before we get into the review and the react itself, we like to talk about our weeks and the goings-on in the wide universe. So with that in mind, Rick, how's your week been, buddy?
Well, I'm going to flip things on their head a little bit before you started recording, and a little bit linked to what you just said, having bought microphones. One of the microphones you have is the Yeti.
It is.
And I told you I had some news that was Yeti adjacent. Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz are returning for a new The Mummy.
I didn't expect this to be the direction you were going. I thought you were going to talk about a car.
No, not a car. I'm talking about a mummy, which the original Yeti was.
You, listen, I know people who don't watch wrestling don't give a fuck about wrestling, but my god, to this day, it's the funniest clip in the world because the legendary Hulk Hogan, arguably, I'd give him that title even if he was a bit of a scumbag. He was fighting the Dungeon of Doom, I want to say they were called, something like that, which was a stable of monsters. A new monster was being introduced every fucking week, it felt like, and one week it was the Yeti, and everyone's like, what the fuck is the Yeti? And lo and behold, he does a run-in at the end of a match, and look it up on YouTube, just Google the Yeti WCW. He does a run-in, he runs, shambles to the ring, and the announcer just goes, "It's the Yeti!" And it's a fucking mummy.
Yeah. It's like, so stupid.
And then when the Yeti gets to the ring, it's like, oh, it's devastating blow to Hulk Hogan, and he sort of does a really crap bear hug, doesn't even lift Hulk Hogan, he's just kind of hugging him, and then kind of humps him.
Yeah.
It's so baffling to this day. Anyway, tangent aside, Brendan Fraser coming back for The Mummy is only good news. I think it feels like people kind of gloss over it, seeing as he had a bit of a comeback, but like his career got fucked over.
Oh, massively. So good show that he's actually finally getting back in the ring, as it were.
Absolutely. Like he was the beloved leading man for children's movies. I remember personally my favourite was George of the Jungle, and thankfully they were able to make a joke about it in the sequel. It's like, hey, you're not Brendan Fraser. And then it's like very good stuff. But yeah, wish only good things for that man. He seems to be a genuinely nice person.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the same token, K-pop Demon Hunters has also been confirmed. K-pop Demon Hunters 2 coming out probably 2029.
Interesting, Rick, because in my notes, I watched K-pop Demon Hunters.
Sweet! Did you like it?
It was very good. It was quite entertaining. The biggest drawback is that it is quite clearly not the voice actors doing the songs.
Sure.
It's not a big drawback because I didn't really care, because it's pretty standard fare for a lot of things for voice actors to have different actresses do the songs. Like I know some things are like exceptions to the rule. Like Disney likes to have the actual actors doing the singing more often than not.
Yeah, they like having performance actors. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I believe you told me this, where Steven Universe specifically cast people based on their singing voices.
Yeah, like Garnet is Estelle.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So you liked it and would recommend?
Oh, big recommend. Like the only reason we've not done it for the channel is it came out in June and we were busy doing other things, and
it was warm.
And then combine that with the fact that we had a conversation off podcast where we just kind of agreed to do it in our own time.
Yeah, we just do it on our own, watch it on our own, enjoy it on our own.
Yeah. I want to stress I don't really care for K-pop as a music genre.
Sure.
and there's a lot of K-pop music in this film, so that should be, like, telling.
Sure. You liked it in spite of the music that you don't like.
It's not I don't like it, it's just not something I choose to listen to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, I don't go, ooh, K-pop, I'm grumpy now. I go, oh, K-pop. Sort of like, it's a thing, I know it's a thing. I like Gangnam Style, that's K-pop.
Kinda, yeah.
Not kinda, it is. It's Korean pop music.
Sure.
Like, that's what K-pop is.
Yeah. Next thing on my list, the Path to Menzoberranzan is now set for probably the first half of 2026.
What is this?
This is a not Demon Souls, Baldur's Gate 3 mod, a very large mod, one that I have applied to be a voice actor for.
Did you get in?
Yeah, so fingers crossed on all fronts. This is going to be, I believe, the first major, big, player-made, community-driven, like, side campaign with the Baldur's Gate creation kit. So, like, thumbs up to them and fingers crossed. And
I mean, I'll vouch for you, Rick, if you need a character reference.
Hey!
That being said, no, that's genuinely exciting. That means Underdark fuckery, doesn't it?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, I think you and I both went on record during our Baldur's Gate 3 deep dive, which you can go back and look at. We've got like 5 episodes of it on the retrospective, maybe 6 or 7. We had to split up some chapters quite heavily. But the Underdark was by far both of our favourite parts of the game.
Yeah, and I was not expecting it to be my favourite, having done bits of Underdark in previous games. And was like, oh man, more Underdark, and wait, shit, Underdark with actual, like, nicely designed stuff looks fucking fantastic. But yes, all the best to these guys. Other things that I've done: been playing more Pokemon. The battle season for online battles rolled over today, so later today I will be grinding to get my Mega Delphox, so I can finish the game with a Mega Delphox by my side.
Yeah, I'm still not a fan of the way they've decided to do that for those Megas.
Oh, me either. I would vastly prefer to go to a shop and buy it, which apparently Greninja has gone from, like, rank K to rank Y. Like, you start at Z, so basically all you have to do is play it to get Greninja this season, and what it looks like is next season is going to completely drop off the list and just get put into the shop.
Fine, that makes it slightly more tolerable. That's a way to extend the life of the game.
Yeah. And if you do engage with the thing, then you save yourself 100,000 Pokédollars,
which is tuppence by the end game.
Yeah, unless you're going all in on fashion, which is very easy to do in Lumio City.
It's one of the fucking biggest gripes I've got with the last 2 Pokemon games is they've got these great customization options, but it's not good enough. You know, it's not like dress your character up pretty. It's such a standard thing that gamers just enjoy having the ability to do, and yet Pokemon still finds a way to underwhelm you.
Yeah, I mean in Scarlet and Violet, the biggest underwhelming thing was, you have 4 variations of the same costume depending on which game you've got.
Oh jeez, yeah, I'm not even thinking of Scarlet and Violet. I'm thinking of the fucking Sword and Shield stuff.
Yeah, Sword and Shield, that was reasonably okay.
It could have
Sun
been
and
better.
Moon, reasonably okay. They were just evolutions of what X and Y had. I feel like X and Y had a great handle on it because you really felt like you were going shopping by going to a different place and seeing what was in the shop.
I've got to be real with you. X and
Y
is so far removed, I don't remember what it was like in X and Y. So much
Sure.
so, I don't remember it being a thing in X and Y.
Yeah, that was the one that introduced it.
I'm not arguing with you. I don't remember.
And the last thing that I've played for about 20 minutes is Sonic Rumble. This thing is rather whelming. It is the Fall Guys knockoff with Sonic and Friends. You start with one, not quite randomly generated, but it feels like they randomly generated, said, okay, this is the one, avatar from Sonic Forces. Like the one that the Game Grumps made that was that really bizarre-looking cat girl.
It wasn't even that bizarre-looking, it was just the eyes.
Yeah, they've got those eyes on multiples of them. They've not made Plump, but they might as well have made Plump.
I mean, they referenced it in the Sonic fucking concert, for God's sake.
Yeah. Plump McFlirtons.
I mean, I've got to be honest with you, I think Fall Guys is a great formula to rip off.
It is. The controls feel a bit crap on the phone, and I don't know if they've got it anywhere other than, like, phones and tablets.
Okay, that's bad. I'm suddenly, like, off the bandwagon.
Yeah, like, it feels like it would feel so much better with just a control stick, because you have to move your left thumb to somewhere, and you have to move it really far away from where you started it, which is fine, but if you don't move it as far as possible, you're not running as fast as possible. And then your entire hand is, like, covering half the screen.
It's one of of the reasons why I don't play games on my phone. Like, you can get old school Final Fantasies on your phone, but even if it's a turn-based RPG, I just can't act phone controls.
Yeah. I've even got a Bluetooth controller with a little harness on it that you can, like, vice grip your phone with, but it doesn't work on my phone because my phone is too broad.
So you got that, and also you got the caveat of you will look like a prick.
Oh, yes. You look like a tosspot. And I guess it would work on my old phone if I dug that out and put, like, some old emulator stuff on it, but by the same token, that phone is, like, widescreen enough to run things like Game Boy Advance games and have the controls off the side of the screen.
So, yeah, that stuff like that's fine.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about shit where you have to actually touch the screen where gameplay is happening, and it's not a good system.
Yeah, and man, I even forgot about it. I tried Destiny Rising as well. It feels generally competent, but it has kind of the same issue that it's like all on-screen controls. They do a really interesting thing actually where they have a fire button on both sides of the screen, so you can use your right thumb to aim while firing with your left hand, or do the other way around where you're using your left hand to aim the way that you normally would when running around.
Okay.
I so far have only gotten the basic bitch OC character, which is Wolf, the person with a wolf hat for a head, and their stick is a sword that they can shoot bombs out of.
To be fair, wolves are pretty cool in general.
Yeah.
That's like giving you like a free-to-play Power Ranger game, and they're like, okay, we need to give people a fun introductory character that they can just have, and everyone will love, and everyone just goes, why even fucking bother? Just give them the green fucking ranger.
Yeah, you give them the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, or the Red Ranger, like, and then you just go from there.
Speaking of that, weirdly, I played Power Rangers Power of the Grid for about 5 minutes the other day. About 20 minutes. I did a tutorial, and that game's fucking shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, well.
I played it's an old game, and it's a fighting game, and I played the tutorial, which is fine. I play tutorials in fighting games to learn how to block, because like every fucking fighting game seems to do it differently, and if you can't block, you're fucked.
Do you have a button? Can you not block, but you can do a timed counter? Or do you just press backwards?
You just press backwards in Power of the Grid. However, I don't know how to interrupt combos, and they don't teach you that in the tutorial. Which
Fantastic!
Which wouldn't be a problem. However, in the tutorial, the character that you're fucking up against will just put you into fucking 10-hit combos, and I'm like, how do I combo break? I'm pressing back at certain points, and it doesn't seem to ever do anything. What am I doing wrong? Help me. And the game's just like, you're going to have to work this one out on your own, motherfucker. And I'm like, cool, thanks, delete. I'm not playing you again. And also, the basic bitch roster without any of the DLC is kind of not that great. You get the Green Ranger, that's cool. You get the Red Ranger. You get Lord Draken for some reason, which is weird, because you'd think it would be the White Ranger before him.
Yeah, it's weird that you start with Lord Draken. Like, it's so weird.
You get all the characters are unlocked. The only ones that are locked are ones you have to pay for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Yellow Ranger is in the dragon armor. I don't even know what that is, but it makes her look like a mini kaiju, and I'm like, I don't know what this is from, and this is dumb, and I hate it.
Sure.
Anyway, I'm just saying, I played that for a cup of coffee. Wouldn't recommend it. I'm sure hardcore fighting game enthusiasts are calling me an idiot right now, and that's fine. I probably am.
It's okay to be an idiot. Speaking of being an idiot, how have you been? What have you seen? That's it for me.
That was a fucking mean segue for no reason.
Tee-hee.
Well, I already spoke about K-pop. I won't tell you. I know you're going to watch it at some point, therefore I won't spoil it. But the choreography for almost every single song is very good. And as soon as I finished watching it, Netflix said, "Hey, you like K-pop Demon Hunters? Do you want to watch the sing-along version?" And I'm like, "No, I fucking don't."
If I was going to watch the sing-along version, I'd just watch that to begin with. Why not?
Because you don't know the songs yet, Rick.
But the karaoke is on there, and you can fumble through it and have fun being shit at them.
And then after I turned that down, it said, "Hey, you watch K-pop Demon Hunters? Maybe you want to watch this?" And it's just the music videos, which is a good idea to have for that sort of thing.
Yeah, I get you.
Other than that, I've been playing fucking loads of Rogue Trader.
Sweet. With your new playthrough, including the Giga update, as you put it last week.
Giga update, but more importantly, the Lex Imperialis DLC, which I haven't really touched yet. This feels more like a DLC than Void Shadows.
Okay.
So Void Shadows, it pretty much intermingles a bunch of plot points throughout the entire story. Now, to be fair, I don't know if Lex Imperialis is going to do this. I'm only on Chapter 2, but Chapter 2 is pretty big because you're exploring a lot of the galaxy.
Fair enough.
But in Chapter Chapter 2, the DLC mission for Lex Imperialis, is you just go to a new planet.
Okay.
And it's
so you get a new planet that's not just like parts of your own ship.
Yes. And
cool.
It's a feudal planet.
Yeah.
So it's like, awesome, cool. I'm here with my shotgun and my sniper rifles, and here's you guys playing as knights.
Yep, you got knights, horses, lances, crossbows at best.
Weirdly enough, they still have las guns. But they've still got these knights with shields and swords, and I'm like, cool. It's very fun visiting this world. The plot twist was incredibly obvious if you've ever read any story ever, but whatever, I'm not too bothered about that. Solomon is a very fun party member to have. However, I don't like having him in my party because everyone else seems to do things better.
Sure, okay. Like even though he's got like the good old servitor dog and everything.
Yeah, he's got the Cyber Mastiff. He's called Glato. Do you want to know why he's called Glato? Because I found that out this week.
Glato. Is it because they wanted to call him Plato, but they couldn't?
It's dumber.
Oh, okay.
Solomon has no emotional attachments, which means when everyone else got their Cyber Mastiff, they gave them cool names like Fang and Terror. And Solomon looked at his Cyber Mastiff and saw that its serial number was GL80.
Oh, okay.
And decided it's a lot easier to say Glato than GL80 every single time he talks.
Yeah, it's like Wedge Antilles' astromech was R5G8. He used to call him Minot because he used to scream all the time, and then he got so pissed off with it he gave it a memory wipe. And didn't know what to call it, so just looked at his serial number, R5G8. Okay, your name is Gate.
Yeah, it's such a... I absolutely love people who don't give a fuck, so name things for the dumbest reasons.
Yep.
But yeah, I won't spoil anything too heavily as to what happens on that planet, but there is an NPC on that world called Maeve, and her portrait kept showing up a lot on the subreddit, and everyone was like, I must protect her, she is special, she is special and must be protect. And I'm like, I don't really get it. Played the DLC. Oh boy, do I get it.
Yeah.
She is adorable, and I don't want anything bad to happen to her, which makes it really awful when you get to the end of mission choice, and one of the options, I shit you not, Rick, is, oh, I know, let's turn her into a servitor.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. Oh.
Yeah, it's so unnecessarily horrible. And in the same set of options, you can just kill her, and that is a better option.
Like, actually.
For those, do you want to explain to the audience what servitors are and why you don't want to be one in 40k?
They are pretty much... Are they even hollowed out? But they're human skulls that have been implanted with so much technology that they basically may as well not be human anymore.
Oh, no, those are servo skulls.
Oh, okay, yeah, servitors. Yeah, the servitors are basically techno-zombies then, aren't they?
Yeah, they're people who get lobotomies, but then have enough machinery stapled to them that they can just mindlessly do a job all the time without stopping, ever.
Yeah.
And it's very much questionable in some pieces of lore as to how much of the person is still inside them. The hope is that there is none. However, this is Warhammer 40k, and it is the grim darkness of the far future.
Yeah, where there is not just only war, but man-made eldritch horror.
Yeah, it's not great. It's also it's also really fucking upsetting in this game, because I think I've gone through this before. You've got dogmatic, heretical, and iconoclast. These are the three virtues you can stand by. And dogmatic is, I have faith in the Emperor and the Imperial system, and I will not deviate. Heretical is chaos. Do not do this. I know some people are like, oh, chaos are really the good guys of 40k, and those guys are morons. And iconoclast is actually just, I'm going to be a good person. The Imperials don't like me very much because I don't follow things to the letter, because I don't turn random people into servitors.
Yeah, the Imperials don't like you. Random people on random planets tend to think you're fantastic because there's a non-zero chance that you might actually help them. However, hardline Imperials will call you an absolute idiot.
Yeah, Heinrichs is Heinrichs is fun. He's the the Inquisitor agent that kind of hangs out with you, and he will tell you straight up that this is a moment of weakness on your part for being so kind to these people. I understand why you want to do it, but you're a fucking moron.
Yeah, the people that treat compassion as the eighth deadly sin.
Yeah. Now here's the problem, though. There's plenty of dogmatic choices in this game in which I wholeheartedly agree with. Like when dealing with chaos, you cannot be merciful.
No. no.
That being said, when it's like you got like we suspect there's chaos here, and I'm like gonna need a little bit more than suspicions before I kill an entire wing of people. It's like, yeah, but there's chaos here though. Can you give me any proof of that, please, before I get all bolter happy? And then you got Sister Argenta, who's just like, please let me flame, please let me flame, please let me flame. But yeah, it's very fun. I'm playing on daring difficulty, which is slightly harder than the bog standard setting. It's the one that gets you a bunch of achievements if you do certain feats in boss fights.
Sure.
And I'll tell you this, the game is significantly harder when the enemies don't dodge quite as much. When the enemies dodge just a little bit more than not at all. Yeah. My game might be bugged.
Okay.
Because I've also touched on Void Shadows, and I've started a fight which I went, fuck this, I'm going to do this later, where
Sure.
There's this enemy that sends out AoE gunfire, and it hits really fucking hard, and it's got a very poor chance of missing, but the enemy says that if you get into one cell of this enemy, it's a blind spot, so it can't hit you. However, it still fucking hits all of my guys that are hugging it, and I'm like, this fight is impossible in this current state, so I don't know if I'm just fucked on that questline.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, best of fortune with getting it fixed, at least.
I mean, hopefully. I mean, worst case scenario, I just don't do that shit, but it's the Void Shadows DLC, so kind of want to do that shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, Rick, are you ready for some news?
Let's go.
The Grammys are splitting an award category. They're splitting the Best Country Album into two different categories because Beyonce won one, and they weren't happy about that.
Oh, it's a Grammy.
Yeah, I want to point out I don't give a fuck about the Grammys. I don't care about a lot of award shows that are voted on by random people, more or less. But yeah, this is very racist.
Yeah, it's so weird because like Beyonce is the one that even a lot of racists like Beyonce.
Apparently so, because she won Best Country Album before.
Yeah.
And in order to stop this from happening again, they've split it into Best Country Album and Best Contemporary Country Album. Guess which category all the black people are in?
Oh, yeah, contemporary.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to say it's the same thing, but it is the same thing as the Oscars being like, no, we don't want Toy Story to win an Oscar. We're going to make a separate award just for animation because fuck you. Although it's a bit more serious because instead of just being an art form, it's like actually prejudiced against black people trying to make country music.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So it's a weird thing to come out. And again, I get, don't put too much stock in the Grammys. It's all bullshit. But it's not a nice thing to do, is it?
Yeah. Weird hill for them to die on.
It's 2025, like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Speaking of 2025 problems, Coca-Cola's new Christmas ad is entirely AI again.
Jesus.
I don't usually get this gun.
Do they at least keep the set consistency in models between scenes?
Here's the weirdest part, Rick, is I don't normally see the Coca-Cola advert because again I don't really watch TV anymore. I stream shit, and there's no adverts for it when you pay enough money. That's the excuse I'm going with. And so I actually sat down and watched this advert specifically, and I couldn't tell it was AI at first because I'm like, it looked like generic fucking Coca-Cola advert. Here's a bunch of fluffy animals just being happy. A bit of a random cut and random choices of animals, but whatever. And then they got to Santa Claus, and I was like, oh god, that's a monster!
Oh!
That's not real! No one animated that and said it was okay.
No. Yeah, I've not seen this.
I don't know if monster's the correct term, but it's certainly some Uncanny Valley shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the advert in general, but even without the advert being not that great, Coca-Cola is worth billions of dollars. You can afford to pay people to make an advert.
I've just seen it. It looks like it's trying to be all races all at once.
It looks wrong, doesn't it? The way it moves.
Yeah. I'm not even seeing it moving. It's I don't think I can put it any better than it looks like it's trying to be all races all at once to try and tick all the boxes, so everyone can identify with this AI Monstrosa Santa.
It's even weirder because if you want to go by British law, he's from fucking Finland.
Yeah, yeah, Sinterklaas. Yeah,
he's from fucking Lapland. Anyway, and to make matters worse, Coca-Cola ended up joking about the outrage on the Twitter, which is a very interesting marketing tactic to go by. People aren't going to not buy Coca-Cola because they didn't have a Christmas advert. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola is one of the most popular soft drinks in the world, if not the most popular.
And people are not going to stop buying Coca-Cola just because there was a crap advert.
Pretty much. Thankfully, I don't have a horse in this race because I drink Pepsi.
Yeah.
So, you know. But anyway, boo Coca-Cola, be better. The last thing on my list, Rick, is it's a bit of a weird one, to be honest. Porn depicting strangulation will become a criminal offence in the UK starting the end of the year.
I mean, on the one hand, it basically doesn't affect me, but it's also a slippery slope.
That's exactly what I've got written down here. Here's the thing. Personally, that doesn't do anything for me in pornography. I don't care for it. It doesn't affect me at all if it goes away. However, it's the first of many steps as to, okay, cool, now you're not allowed to have any depictions of gay pornography.
Yeah, like, how long until they make feet obscene?
You're not allowed to have, you're not allowed to fetishize feet. You're not allowed to have gay people in pornography. Black and white porn, oh no, we're going back to the 50s. That's super bad. I'm just saying, it's like this. It's the same argument we have with all types of censorship, where it starts at something that seems pretty reasonable. I'm not against censorship in almost any form, to be honest with you. But against censorship, I don't like censorship in any form, is what I'm saying. But you've got to see the big picture. It starts at something that seems like, well, it doesn't affect me, so who cares? But again, it's the case of, have you read the poem?
No, I haven't. No.
Can't tell if that was a joke answer or serious.
It was a gag answer, but yes.
Yeah, it's like first they come for strangulation in porn, next it's gays, next it's interracial,
and then there was nobody left for me. I stayed silent. Now there was no one left.
And also, if people have slightly more aggressive get off to slightly more aggressive porn, is it not better for them to have access to that pornography than to have them inflict it on a poor partner without warning?
Yeah, I generally agree with this message, apart from CP.
Well, that's not censorship. That's just
that's crimes against children.
Yeah.
To make it. Which means that AI is a very good use of this, because it means kids don't get harmed.
Okay, that's a different fucking ball game altogether, and I don't agree with.
Yeah, it's one of those...
do you want me to cut that one, Rick?
It's a really controversial take. Yeah, you can cut it if you like.
Oh, I don't care. It's not me saying it.
Nah, let's leave it in. Controversial take.
It's yeah. Okay, so, yeah, scrambling. Rick, for the benefit of the audience and for me, what are we doing today, and count us in?
We're doing The Earth Guy, Episode 7, Halloween in Space. 3, 2, 1, and go.
It's called Scary Stories from Space.
Well, on YouTube, it's Halloween in Space.
It's not. I got the video from YouTube. It's called Scary Stories from Space.
Huh. Yeah, they're showing an armadillo, but it's a pagilla. Oh, this is cute!
Yeah, I'm looking at it on YouTube. The Earth Guy, Episode 7, Scary Stories from Space. And animated.
Huh.
Happy Halloween, but you can totally watch this any day of the year. It's weird, really, because depending on where... Clearly our main character's American, because most countries don't really give a fuck about Halloween.
Yeah, like, is American or a very metropolitan Canadian?
It's definitely not Mexican, because Mexico does Day of the Dead, and it's actually a thing.
Yes. And there were 2 animated movies about it.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice.
Yeah, in quick succession.
Well, it's like Bug's Life and Ants, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they look shit.
They did. Yeah, she got it on the head. Oh, Aquello looks really cool as like a Luke Skywalker.
And I don't think he's even dressed up. I think that's just what he wears.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Good old Ed.
I love this sort of idea for an episode, is the spooky stories around a campfire.
Yeah, spooky stories around the campfire, but they also get the chance to like do a little miniature animation shifts.
Yeah.
Like this is cave painting style.
I don't think I call it cave painting.
Yeah, like chalk on a wall.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that, but a cave painting is a bit primitive compared to what we're looking at.
Yeah, like modern cave painting, like detailed.
Hmm. Try explaining to anyone who's not creative or doesn't remember their English lessons that poetry doesn't have to rhyme.
I know, right? That was something that I always did when I was like forced to write poetry. I'd always do something that didn't rhyme, and it would always be about the choice of words rather than cludging it into a like a rhyming pentameter or whatever. So they're going to burn her at the stake.
Well, probably drench her in water, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It's got a
Oh,
shower.
they put the candle. Well, it's either a shower or one of those candle snuffers.
That's a horrifying image.
It is. She's very cute.
I do like the idea of melting wax being the hair.
Yeah, it's very cute. Yeah, I do love when, like you say, when they interrupt the rhyming to
Yeah.
draw attention to something.
This is a fucker who's made it so that Sharknado has 7 films.
Yeah, and he's made it up on the spot.
Oh, we've got a fucking Shamazin.
We do.
Found him balls deep in another bitch.
Literally.
It's interesting, it's very Japanese style music, but the style of dress looks Indian.
Yeah. I was going to say, is that the story? No, no, no.
Well, why would you marry him as the mistress? Makes no sense.
Yeah, like, you already know what type of person he is.
And you're already getting a dick.
Yeah. Oh no, it's the Death Star.
A little bit. Made of ghosts!
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, ghosts!
Like, yeah, the woman's a dick in this scenario, but it's clearly the bloke that's the big problem.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So if it is the ghost tornado coming for him, then the mistress is just kind of
Collateral damage.
property damage. Yeah.
It's a sign of a poor storyteller where you have to rely on jump scares.
Although Neil did say that the way that it's a good ghost story is that it makes you go, ah.
The very definition of I'm making this shit up on the spot.
Yeah.
One guy's like, "This is boring," and the main dude is just like, "Well, at least he's into it." So that's Ortagonga. What the fuck?
It is.
I'm getting Samurai Jack vibes from the transition to these simpler art styles for the stories.
Yeah, I know, right? So when Samurai Jack does a flashback and it's something like this, yeah. Long ago in a distant land, and all that, yeah.
Well, it's just like, I remember the episode which, again, will always live in my mind rent-free, where he fights the ninja.
Yeah, the black and white episode, yeah. Like, even this morning, I got the YouTube short of him meeting the Shaolin monks, and he demonstrates all the ones that you know, including Water Beetle.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Farmers tend to know what's up.
They do.
If a farmer says that part of the field's cursed, so we don't use it, I'm not going to believe that it's cursed, but I'm going to believe he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, he knows that there's a reason for it not growing things. Or it might be because there's, like, bubbling shit coming up. And giving you all sulfur and all that, and making all the land salted.
But the real reason is he killed his wife 20 years ago, and that's where she's buried.
Yeah.
Lazy. This is some sinister bagul shit.
That's some nice little bit of subtle animation there.
It's jellyfish, motherfucker. Very cool. Visually. Like, the story's horrifying, but it looks cool.
It did, yeah.
So far, that's my favourite of the stories.
It was. Partly because of the animation, partly because of the delivery.
Partly because it's just a good story.
Yeah.
Hers is just going to be bloody, right?
The runner's feet.
Now, this feels more cave painting.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
How come you have the same word for marathon as we do?
Because it got replaced by the Snickers. Don't worry about
it. Marathon is named after a place.
Yeah. And the Snickers bar replaced the Marathon bar. Ha ha!
I've got to be honest with you, that's always annoyed me, because it's something that the parents have always... Like, the older generation's always been like, God, they've changed Marathon to Snickers. And I'm like, it's only ever been Snickers while I've been alive. What the fuck are you on about?
Yeah, it's only ever been Snickers while I've been alive, and I'm nearly 40.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dudes. Get over it.
Yeah. It's like, also, shillings haven't been a thing all the time I've been alive.
Yeah.
So stop saying something costs 10 bob.
Jeez, man, fucking even better than that is, like, if you go to a horse auction, they still fucking use guineas.
Yeah.
Which is like £1.05.
It's stupid.
So fucking annoying. 1,000 guineas, how much is that?
1,050 quid. It's a bit like the Red Shoes story, isn't it?
I'm not familiar.
So it's not the Red Shoes that that Dorothy has in Wizard of Oz.
Well,
It's
I
a
didn't think that.
Yeah, it's a different story about Red Shoes where there was a vain girl who loved her red shoes so much that she wouldn't take them off, and then she got cursed. Oh well, if you love them so much, you're going to keep on dancing, and then eventually she had to cut her own feet off to stop herself from dancing.
Damn. But I'm just remembering the green flute from Mitchell and Webb.
Oh man, I don't think I've seen that one.
A magical man gives a man a green flute, and what it does is it makes someone tell their deepest, darkest secret, which the guy then abused to get free meals and all sorts of stuff. And eventually he tried to take it back, couldn't get it back. And he went to a meal and went, I think I'll have a fine lobster and a steak. It's like, I'm afraid not, sir, but I have the green flute. Yes, but I have this red tuber that makes you shit yourself. So funny.
There we go. Prepared.
Whose feet are they?
The plastic.
I don't know about that. We know where she's from.
Yeah. Where decapitation is a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. Connection established with EARF.
It's a telemarketer.
It's always a telemarketer. It's never anything important.
Did Ed do what?
So fucking adorable.
I know, right?
It seems to have done some permanent damage to the phone, though. There's a little glitch on there.
Yeah.
Hurry up and be gay. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I do love the nice little bit of the nice little bit of like imagery of Neil and Aquello facing each other, even though they're not in the same room.
First of all, that was great, but my god, those Halloween costumes were great.
They're so good.
Yeah. Oh wow, they got a fair few amount of patrons.
They do.
Yeah.
Good on all of you. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, because now I don't have to do shit. No, I'm kidding. Ed tells a scary story. Wow.
Once there was light.
Oh, right. Yeah, because he's made of darkness, so...
And then it was dark. End. Oh.
Thank you. But yes, that was the end of the I almost called it the Space Guy, the the Earth Guy episode 7. Rick, what did you think?
It was very cute. It was a nice one to have as a like a step back from things needing to progress and give us more lore on the setting or anything. It's just the gang hanging out with each other, being friends. And learning to appreciate a nice bit of Earth culture, which we're all familiar with, but they're appreciating and learning for the first time.
Absolutely. It's a fun setup for an episode, though, just exchanging horror stories. I know we only had like 2 minutes apiece on each story. Given the animation direction they decided to go in for the storyboards, I can kind of see why this one maybe took a bit longer than usual.
Yeah, I get it. I absolutely get it. But do you have any further thoughts on what you thought beyond what I thought?
It's probably my favourite episode in in recent memory. Like I wasn't a massive fan of the last 2 episodes, to be honest. I still enjoyed them. I think this one stands out against the last couple.
Yeah.
I did like the switch in art style, especially for the different stories. That being said, though, apart from Zav, XAV, what's his name?
Yeah, Zav.
He apart from his story, they all felt like the same art style, but with just a different tint.
I get it. I don't hate it, but I get it.
Oh, I don't hate it at all. I'm just saying that feels like the direction they went. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. It was just a generally good episode. Shall we get to the usual wind down?
Yeah, let's go.
Alrighty, with that in mind, do you have a standout favourite moment?
Well, it was the one that had me actually chuckling, which was Ed going through the phone while it was ringing, going, "Wah."
It does. First of all, it's adorable, but they're very close to an Ina sound.
Yeah. Did I wah? It was so good. It was very good. But yeah, how about you? Do you have a favourite moment?
Aquafina's story was probably the standout highlight. I really enjoyed it. You could have stretched that out into a full 25-minute episode and just paced it, and it would have been a good horror, a good piece of horror animation in general. Really.
Yeah, sweet.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. I'm going to come back to that in a little bit, but yes, it was possibly maybe the strongest of the stories. Although I did also like, if it weren't for the wah, I would definitely have given it to Scarella's dedication to the bit, dropping the feet at the end.
I do want to know if that was just a prop or not, because again, knowing their culture, it might not have been.
They did appear to be stuck together as if they were clockwork or something. So,
but they looked like they were stuck together so that she wouldn't lose them, perhaps because she intends to return them.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyway, it's a fun piece of unspoken mystery that's just doesn't matter what the answer is, it's funny either way.
True.
But we can't only talk about the good, we also have to talk about the bad, which granted we give a lot of leeway to indie projects like this because we're not dicks. That being said, Rick, do you have a weakest link?
I think Zav's story was the weakest. It wasn't the worst overall. I don't think any of them deserve the title of worst because they all have great things about them. I think his had the nicest animation because the art style of it was so clean, and while the other ones felt like Samurai Jack flashbacks, this one felt more like an Avatar flashback to a degree.
When I say Samurai Jack, I don't mean specifically Samurai Jack's art style. I just mean Samurai Jack would fuck around with artistic license a lot of the time.
Yes, in that kind of way, yeah.
That being said, you bringing up Zav's being the weakest, I think that's on purpose because he's not good at this sort of thing. I even brought it up during the moment where he just randomly screams, and I was like, random jump scares are a sign of a poor storyteller. I was talking about Zav, I wasn't talking about Anonymous.
Oh, no. And it felt like there was a little bit of dissonance between the animation and the music, but that just might be me nitpicking. So I'm going to leave it there and turn it back on you. Do you have a weakest link for today?
It's a tough one, to be honest. I think my weak link is going to be, it feels like there just wasn't quite enough time for each story, because one of the tricks with horror is you need to sort of, stretch out the pacing for to get your sting to really hammer home. And the only reason why I'm focusing on this a bit is we recently had a D&D session where I ran a false Hydra, and I rushed the fuck out of that.
And even then, we still took a while for the actual horror part to set in, because he also gave us a really cute little false flag at the beginning, telling everybody in private messages, "You are not the doppelganger." Yeah,
to be honest with you, I got that little trick off Reddit, and I was like, that's a fun one. I'm going to use it.
So something that we both watched but we didn't review was the Poloni show. And between the sketches, they had an overall horror arc for the presenters, as it were. So having the friends have a horror arc happen to them in between these stories could have made it a nice little touch, especially if it was Ed at the end.
Yeah, I could see that happening, but unfortunately, because of the nature of the narrative, where Ed only learns about Halloween during this encounter, it would have been narratively weird.
It would have been, yeah.
But yeah, I'm just saying, I think maybe not a full 20-minute episode, but each of these stories could have been stretched out to 10 and been their own thing. I understand that's asking a lot for an indie animator.
Oh yeah, we totally appreciate it. It's our weakest links are not really weak links when we like the thing.
Well, it's a weak link, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a weak link that needs to be fixed. Like, I think they did well with the time constraint and the fact that, you know, it's a YouTube animated series. They seem to be hard and fast on the, like, I think this might be the longest episode to date.
It might be.
Like, they don't tend to go over 15 minutes.
Yeah, true enough.
So, you know, that's all I've got, really. It's not a real weak link. It's just, as someone who watches horror things from time to time while not being a horror aficionado, you kind of need time for certain things to build. Like, I think Aquafina's story in particular would have benefited by a bit more time and to really draw out the sense of impending dread that the merchant was feeling.
Yeah. And on that topic,
let's do MVPs.
Yeah. So my MVP is Prince Aquelo, specifically.
Oh,
well,
Jesus Christ! Have I been calling him the wrong name again?
You've been calling him Aquafina.
I've been calling him Aqua. Okay, Rick thinks that's a gag because I do that sometimes. I call Padme Padamame.
Yes.
I thought he was called Aquafina.
That's a brand of water. Yeah, you might as well have been calling him Evian. So Prince Evian. Yeah, Prince Aquelo's story in general, I think, was the strongest because of the interplay of, like, the animation just drew you in. The effects were great. Just the little subtle things that were happening were nice during that. And the interplay of the content and the delivery were fantastic. And those are all linked specifically to Aquelo just being there and trying to give the best possible experience for everyone involved.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I'm still trying to stop myself from laughing at myself.
Yeah. So yeah, how about you? Do you have an MVP for today?
My MVP is going to be a bit meta because it's going to be art direction. I think when you do a horror episode in general, you should do something to mark it out from other episodes during your show. And having such a drastic art style change, even just during the storytelling segments, is it really does stand out. Specifically, Aquafina. Prince Aquelo, you said his actual name is?
Yeah, Aquelo, yeah.
Aquafino, fuck me. Specifically gets a big nod from me because I get they used the blue coloration because they're underwater in the first place, but the fact that they managed to make the impending ice feel like it would be a death sentence for someone in those circumstances, but it felt like a death sentence just from the visuals.
Yeah, it did, right?
Very well done, well played.
But yeah.
So that brings us to a close if Rick has nothing else to add.
No. I think we've pretty much picked this one apart.
In which case, guys, we'll see you again next week for another review. If you liked what we did, if you agree or disagree with us, or want to take the piss out of me for getting Aquelo's name wrong for the upteenth time, we've got the comment section down below on YouTube and on Spotify, funny enough, but no one ever uses that. Alternatively, you can send us an email at
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Absolutely, you can. And we also accept suggestions for future content. Like Earth Guy seems to be our pet indie show that we just do whenever they drop an episode when we can. But we don't have our finger that much on the pulse for YouTube indie animated shows. So if you've got an idea of one, feel free to let us know. Apart from that, we'll see you again next week.
Bye, everybody.